So during the Blam Partnership certification, when Blam partners first join us, we have to go through some training that can seem really counterintuitive, and I wanted to share that with you today. So if you're in the business of dealing with customers on a business-to-business basis, this may seem a little bit odd, the way we go about coaching and helping our partners manage those customers, because we take the approach that the customer isn't always right. And that is completely contradictory to the way that we first want to approach a customer using our sort of natural instincts. Because most people, when they start in business, they want to be the kind of person that is a yes sir, no sir, 3 bags full sir, whatever you say sir, we'll get, or madam, we'll get it done for you, and everything's going to be fantastic and awesome, and we can't wait to help you, and we're going to be doing somersaults, whatever you want. That is the kind of approach when we're new to business. We're enthusiastic and we want to help our customer and be, the go-to person that they turn to for their digital marketing or whatever else it is that you're selling them. However, this instinctively puts the customer in control. And what that then does is it gives this disproportionate relationship where they're the ones that are dictating to you as the supplier how things are run. When the truth is, particularly when it comes to Blam Partners and in the digital marketing world, we are the experts. We are the ones that know how to get the best results. We are the ones that know how to use the right systems and processes in order to deliver the best possible results for the customer. And therefore, it should be us that dictates how and when things happen and the way in which we go about running that job. And so when we first start training our Blam partners, we teach them this approach, which is about taking control of the process right from the very beginning. So we kind of train our customers to understand that they are in a safe pair of hands, somebody who knows what they're doing, the hands of a professional who's going to guide them through the process, and so that they will benefit from the process in the most effective and efficient way, and that we'll be able to deliver the results for them in the optimal way of doing things. And this is something that needs to be undertaken right from the very start. And there's a couple of phrases that we use in order to help people remember this, so that when they're in the middle of the, sort of ins and outs of delivering what might be the presentation or the proposal or the early stage of running the job, to remind them that they are in control. And the first one we use is called staying behind the pendulum. And it's something that was first adopted from some training that I did that was based very much around sales training, but it actually follows on right through the process into the actual delivery system as well, whereby we never overpromise or under-deliver. We're always less excited, so behind the pendulum of excitement, if you like, than the actual prospect or the client. In other words, we stay slightly reserved in a realistic manner. And that's because what we want to do is manage the expectations of the customer in a way that helps them understand that we're a bit like doctors. Because in a lot of instances, when people are coming to us for marketing, it's not necessarily a foregone conclusion, the exact results that we're going to give them. And we need to help them understand that the process that we go through is a fairly sort of scientific, methodical process that at each stage requires analysis before we move on to the next stage based on the results and the data that we get. And when we explain that to a customer, it means that we're not going to say right at the very beginning, we're going to deliver, thousands of leads, you're going to get an exponential return on investment and everything's going to be hunky-dory. We are obviously going to do our absolute best. We are going to be able to deliver results in most instances, but this process is one that we have to go through, and no marketer can actually guarantee specific results when we're working with so many different niches. There are some instances where we can be quite specific about what it is we're going to deliver because of the particular niche that we're in and the way in which we've got the experience of doing it. But in most instances, because we work with people from all over the world in all different marketplaces, in all different industries and sectors, we go through a process that means that we manage the expectations every step of the way, and ultimately our job is to get the best possible results for the best possible amount of money, so that return on investment. But we take the process step by step, and we help the customer understand that process. So they're not dictating to us, well, I'm only going to go with you if you promise me to get X number of leads or X return on investment. We're saying to them, this is the way the process works, and if you like the sound of that, then we can help you. And what we're going to do as professionals is deliver the best possible results, but we don't know what they are yet until we go through the stages that we go through. And that's called staying behind the pendulum. It's not over-promising, it's not being unrealistic, it's being professional, it's telling the truth, it's being honest, and that comes on to the second stage. First stage was behind the pendulum, disarming honesty. So some of those things that we coach our partners to say may sound really anti-sales. So for example, during the presentation, you may say, we may or may not be able to help you. We don't know yet. Let's ask them more questions and let's find out. So that's kind of staying behind the pendulum, and it's using disarming honesty to disarm the client, to help them think, well, that's a very honest thing to say. That doesn't sound very salesy, and that builds trust. And these techniques can be completely counterintuitive to what you would expect to do when you're in a sales or a early stages of a customer situation. And in the Blam training, we talk you through this, because this is what builds trust. This is what builds solid relationships, because if we are disarmingly honest and we are behind the pendulum, we're kind of reserved in our methodology of helping to manage the client, and we're not dancing to the tune of the client, who in nearly all instances knows a lot less than us about marketing, and therefore their sort of experience and understanding of it is less valid. We're the ones that have got hundreds and thousands of customers that and systems and processes that are proven, so we should be the one that dictates that process. So I hope that is useful to you. Watch more of these videos if you want to find out more about the systems, the processes, the mindset that we approach to selling digital marketing and dealing with customers in the digital marketing space. My name's Grant Stain. I'm the CEO here. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one.